What is up? Good morning, everyone. Golly, it's early in the morning. What's going on? This your man Dre Mac. It is 6:30 in the morning show at the Dre Mac Show. What is going on? Uh, Eric Kane for life, Kane gang. My brother's in the house. What is up, Rico? Um, Man, hopefully you guys are doing amazing today. Today's episode, which is really technically not gonna well, every time I say that, I end up going long. I don't want to say that. But today's episode is about a lot of because actually the red carpet event for Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania just last night. So what I'm going to do is pull up a few quotes on Twitter. We might go to some YouTube videos, see what a lot of these movie critics. Obviously, they didn't ask me to go. I feel like they hating. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying recast T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? Give me a T'Challa and not TJ. You know what I mean? I might not never go, but I ain't worried about that. But you know, I want the reason why I want to do this because I want to kind of gauge the reaction because sometimes they give away without giving it away. You feel me? So I kind of want to see what some of these people thoughts are or whatever. Hopefully you guys, like I said, are doing good. We get the show started right now. But the real question is
Are you ready?
oh my god, I do not be timing stuff right. Oh Lord, have mercy. I do not be timing stuff right. Oh, let me put this over here. Oh, I gotta find somewhere to put my keys. I don't want them on my lap. I don't put them on here. Oh man. So again, hopefully you guys have been doing good. I funny is I finally finished, and I know my brother's on here, he'll be proud of me. I finally finished Super God Master Force. Um that was I ain't gonna lie. That end was pretty dope. That end was pretty dope. Just finished Headmasters, and I think Head to me, and my brother is probably gonna feel a different way, but I feel like the story in the Headmasters was a little bit better. But as far as the action and all the crazy, now I'm not even mad at the Michael Bay films for the action and the way stuff went down because good God Almighty, this show was like mixing Dragon Ball Z with Transformers, and there was some amazing parts though. There was some amazing parts. I'm still mad because they didn't make my man Black Zarek. I thought they was gonna show him as a headmaster, but they didn't. I was shocked on that. But spoiler warning: if you haven't seen the show that came out like 1987, I totally agree. Yeah. I was kind of mad that they did not show that Black Zarek was a headmaster. So it was kind of, I mean, I get it, but it was kind of climatic when you have Black Zarek, who was basically, if Devil Z was Zorak, was the original Zorak, you know what I'm saying? Then you can have him as Black Zorak. You could tie Headmasters and Master Super God Master Force together with that, like he's the reincarnation or he's the essence of Zorak from Headmasters. Now, mind you, if you're a Transformers fan, Headmasters is head and shoulders, knees and toes way above anything that the Americans did from season 3 to the rebirth in season 4, which was a 3-part series that is absolutely people getting their toys together and smashing them apart, but calling each toy by its name as you smash them together. That's basically what that is. So the only thing that I wish they did in the Super God um Super God Master Force was tied in the headmasters to that, I think it would have been like basically it would have knocked out to me season one of Transformers if they would have tied the master the headmaster portion to him as Black Zarak, the essence of the original Zarak. He took his spark, became this like Devil Z, you know what I mean? Then you take the Devil Z and you infuse him with the Scorpionite body, but now he's changed because he's Black Scorpionite, he's Black Zarak, you know what I mean? You see the headmaster come in. Oh, but that would have been his. Oh my god, if they would have did that, and kind of didn't make Super Guy Jinrai like basically Jesus. I mean, I guess we see that in anime, and they had to wrap up the series because it was. I'm not gonna say that he was getting whooped, but he wasn't nearly on the verge of death like in some anime. So I kind of wish that would have went down and would have tied that series together. I didn't have a problem with it's different between the rebirth and Super God Master Force has it having actual humans or humanoid people become headmasters. I didn't have a problem with it in the rebirth. It's just so stupid the way that they did theirs. You know what I mean? And this one, it kind of made a little bit of sense because the essence of the human, you know what I'm saying, the energon fusing together. I kind of get it. Uh, but they just explained it completely trash in the original like season 4 of Transformers from G1. That's the only problem I had. Now I'm on Victory, um Transformers Victory, and that'd be the end of the anime series for me. And then I have to go pick up something else to binge when I get off of work and before I do the show. So just finished. I want to tell my brother that I really did like the like I said, the ending and everything was a little anticlimactic because I feel like they didn't let Black Zorak. First of all, when his head got knocked off, I'm like, okay, expose him as being Zorak from the original. That ties everything together. That makes the basics make sense. While the transistors was lifeless, and he put the essence of the transistors that was supposed to be reanimations of other characters, Optimus Prime, so and forth, or whatever. Put the essence and the braces in the humans. Took on the essence of the spark of the Transformers. Would have made it so completely dope. But that was it, and Yachty come for that. But that's what I've been watching. It's been amazing. I'm telling y'all, if y'all haven't seen the Japanese anime of Transformers, if you're a Transformers fan, trust me. It's like, oh my, that's all I gotta say about that. It was good. That's all I'm gonna say. It was really good. All right, so let me get into some of these critic reactions, and I'm going to use a couple of them that I normally follow. E-Man from E-Man's movie review. I got E-Man. Um God, what's guy's name? Alba. I forgot what was it. You'll see when I pull them up. Grace Reynolds. She gives. It's some people who I would never play poker with. I would never play poker with Grace Reynolds because golly, she gives her hand away. Do a review on the Japanese G1. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna, and plus, since we're getting ready for Transformers Rise of the Beast, after I'm done with Victory, since Victory is shorter, I think Victory is shorter than Headmasters, I believe. It's like 30 something episodes, but once I'm done, it's only 4 discs. Once I'm done with Victory, then I'll do the whole entire Headmasters, Super God Master Force, and Victory. I just started Victory and I kind of fell asleep on it because I was tired. Uh but yeah, most definitely do the G1 breakdown and tell people how I'm gonna be honest with you. Besides the comics, that came out in the UK and the American version. I think the Japanese version of G1 hands down was a whole lot better than what they did even in the comics. And I know a lot of people is going to look at me sideways, especially pure G1 fans that actually got the Marvel comics. I'm not talking about Generation 2, I'm talking about Generation 1 comics. They probably gonna have a problem with that, but I think the Japanese just did it better. Period. That's just my thoughts. Well, yeah, most definitely we'll do that. Most definitely we'll do that. So let me go look up let me go find E-Man's movie review real quick. Yes, L. God, sometimes I'll be like, I keep forgetting that's not how he spells his Twitter name. I can't wait till I put how many subs I got. Oh man. Oh man. All right, so this is from Twitter. I'm gonna go over some Twitter ones, and then I'm gonna go to YouTube. And just sometimes you just gotta listen and see. You know what? Who I can't read is the Cosmic Wonder. I love his channel though. That's one of my favorite channels. He seems like a genuinely cool dude. Hopefully, my channel ever blow up like, like his, you know what I mean? I would love to meet and talk with Warren Thompson, but I just like because I cannot read him. He said more, well, let me take that back. No, he didn't. He said Venom was good. And then once the embargo uplifted, then he was like, nah, that sucked. And he played me. He completely played me. I didn't think it was horrid. It wasn't Morbius, but it wasn't good either. So let me pull up this and give me just a second. Let me be able to share my screen real fast with you folks. Now I'm not gonna lie, everybody's talking about Jonathan Majors though. Everybody. Everybody. So he said, just saw Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Is so weird, laughing emoji, and visually felt like a new world. Jonathan Majors' Kang is the best part, period. Wish we got more Wasp. Paul Rudd was hilarious, although other jokes were chuckles at best. Felt like just another Ant-Man. Now, when it comes to E-Man, you know what I mean? I'm not speaking for E-Man, but I read his when we did the review over Wakanda Forever, and plus, I'm going to go. If you've been on my channel long enough, I'm going to go watch every MCU movie, every DC movie. I will go to the movies, watch it, and review it on the channel. So if you're not used to my channel, this is your first time, make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. But I do go to the movies, watch the movies, and review them. So I want y'all to kind of keep that in the back of your mind, because I'm not so anti. I mean, I'm not so recast T'Challa that I'm not going to go watch the movies and go review them. Now, if there's other movies, once we get the Mac Pack going, shout out to Chillmonger for that one. Once we get the crew together, you know what I mean, and y'all want me to review other movies, I will do that. But on this channel, most definitely anything DC, anything Marvel, I will go to the movies to go see, to review for y'all. Now, speaking of E-Man, E-Man's one of them dudes where I know I can just feel, you know what I'm saying, because he can't play poker either. So I know he don't think the Ant-Man movies are bad, but they're mid at best. I can say that. And he could, and I would guarantee he's probably going to say, obviously Jonathan Major steals the show. He's the greatest thing on here. Paul Rudd is awesome, but I guarantee you the overall story arc of the movie is probably mid to him, or is above, maybe above average. You know what I mean? It's not going to be on the level of Civil War or if Infinity War or Winter Soldier or Shang-Chi or the first Black Panther movie, but to me, it just seems like but that's just one. That's just one of the critics. So I think it's I'm gonna find this. Yeah, Greg Alba, and they were from the Real Rejects. Uh, and I like the Real Rejects too. They are hilarious. If I ever have my channel where I got people in the next to me, I got a panel. I want to like the Real Rejects. They be having so much fun. Um, so they said I will agree with what I will agree is Jonathan Majors gives a great performance as Kang the Conqueror, and I know it. Kang is trending right now. If y'all don't see this, or Jonathan Majors is trending. So that means he is killing this movie. No pun intended, but he's killing this movie. And Greg said, for the record, if Ant-Man and the Wasp in Quantumania opens up to like a 98% Rotten Tomato score and an A plus audience score, then fuck yeah. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me or make me look cool being in the minority on it. It's just what it is. Uh, and again, I'm reading the tea leaves. It's probably good, but it's not great. And again, the reason why I'm saying that is because I believe the MCU needs a push. They need something that's really, really, really good for them to kind of start winning a couple people's trust over that they start losing during phase 4. I know a lot of people were pissed off about the MCU and all of that. So I get that. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to give them a little bit of break on that. And I can't help but what some things were just not good. Some things were really good. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's a mixed bag, but they lost some people. Wakanda Forever lost they lost a core crowd. So they're gonna have to make up for what they did, and hopefully it's good. Maybe I mean I personally like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. A lot of people was like, "There's not enough madness in the multiverse." I believe it's just a step to what you're going to see. Like if you take this small sample size and then equate it to something big, I believe that's it. But I don't know yet. I don't know, and it could be on that level. But I want to say Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness hit like $1 billion club, and I think the most that Ant-Man and the Wasp of Quantumania only made was like, I think the most was like 800 and like 60 million. They, to me, if it blow past Wakanda Forever, I'd be happy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is determined because I've told a lot of people the movie itself is good if it wasn't a Black Panther movie. But since it is, you already know how I feel. But let's get to these YouTube. I want to go to the UB Tubies, like my son used to tell me. He used to call it the UB Tubies. And let's just see. I'm gonna start with Grace. Hopefully, Grace, I have respect for Grace. A lot of people don't like Grace Randolph. I have respect for her. I've been watching her for so long on YouTube. I'm not going to say I've been watching her for like 10 plus years, but I have been watching her for a minute. I'm also going to do Warren Thompson too. Um, give me just a second. Give me just a second. Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania. See if I can find well, I don't want me. And I'm actually going to uh let's. I like Soups too. Let's go to Soups. Let's see what Soups is talking about because they do. Marvel ain't stupid. They get a lot of YouTubers, and send them to these. Oh God, this is in my ear. So I'm gonna go to Soup's channel first. I found out about Soups on Twitter during one of the Twitter live things, and I want to just see what he says on this. I'm gonna share my screen, and I want to see what he says. Let's go. Let's see what he says. And fair use, fair use.
What's up, guys? I just got out of the theater from watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and these are my initial raw reaction thoughts straight out of the theater. This is just exactly what I'm thinking.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If you've never watched Soup's channel, this this dude is a bundle of energy that I wish I don't have that much. I do still have a lot of energy, but not like how I used to. Because this dude, man, golly. Okay, come on now, internets.
My thoughts are probably going to be very disheveled. Stay tuned for a full review dropping whenever the embargo is up. But look, this is the best way to describe this movie. I love this movie as an episode 1 through the rest
Oh my god.
of the saga than as an actual movie, because this movie truly is episode 1, opener of phase 5, and you know what the first Avengers movie did.
Okay, so when he said this is like episode 1, and I'm going to who was the critic? Um Another critic kind of said this reminded him of a Disney Plus show. But when he says episode 1, it kind of remind me of how Star Wars is. Like you got Star Wars, you got like the original Star Wars, episode 4 of Star Wars. Or yeah, episode 4 of Star Wars. So you got episode 5, which is Return of the Empire Strikes Back, and then you have episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And if this is the Star Wars to what you and if I don't care who you are, people are fans of if it's no Star Wars movie you like, that I know it's 2 that everybody likes. Revenge of the Sith, which is amazing, and The Empire Strikes Back, which is amazing, because in both of those movies, well, in Empire Strikes Back, the villain wins. That's just like with Infinity War. Infinity War, the villain wins. And it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That you got hype for Endgame. So if this is a episode 1 in the vein of Star Wars, if this is the Clone Wars to Revenge of the Sith, I'm all for it.
For Thanos, this movie does it even more for Kang the Conqueror. It sets the tone. Again, this is Kang's homecoming party.
Okay, Derpy, I'm about to get to your comment real quick. About to get to your comment. I've heard mixed reviews, and I'm going to get to Grace, because Grace is the antithesis of Soups. He said, "I don't trust Soups at all." I like Soups. I personally like the kid, man. I personally do. I like his enthusiasm because he's very optimistic. So I like his enthusiasm. I like E-Man, and I think E-Man has a reel, so I'm gonna go to E-Man too. But let's finish what Soups has to say.
And Jonathan Majors, he steals the show. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they did Modok dirty. They did Modok very dirty.
They didn't even have to say that, but that's I've been hearing that the whole every single reviewer I heard last night was like they did MODOK dirty. The ones that that either I read or has a video that nobody said anything or cared about MODOK, which sucks because MODOK is actually a very awesome character. Very awesome character. And for them to flub that up, I mean, you could have had your, oh my God. Let's go.
I don't think MODOK looked really that good, all that good. The CGI for MODOK specifically was a little all over the place, but for the rest of the movie, it looked a lot better than I actually thought it was going to look. Like the CGI for the entire movie that pretty much took place in the quantum realm really held up. Again,
and that's good. They need a win as far as like the CGI and stuff like that, because remember how everybody was raving about how good Aquaman was in the CGI, or Avatar was like, oh man, Avatar looks amazing, which it does. Avatar looks amazing. But because of all the controversy that they had with the not paying the CGI people or the people who does the special effects and all of that, really Marvel and Disney needs a win in that category. Let me see. I don't know if you watch Real Rejects. Been sub to that channel for like 9 or 10 years and seeing Ryan's reaction seemed very disappointing. I just read Greg's reaction on Twitter. We're gonna go to a couple. We're gonna dive into a couple people. I'm not gonna play everybody's stuff. Like Grace is like, I don't want to play all of her stuff. I just want to get to certain cues that I see where, like I said, I believe that the movie is probably good. It's probably not trash. The movie is probably good. It's just not great. It's just not. Now they saying the after credit scene is ridiculous. Everybody say you have to stay for the after credit scene. So obviously the after credit scene is ridiculous. But with that being said, it's probably good because Ant-Man, I like Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's not great, it's not groundbreaking, but it does set up some certain things. So I'm going to check that out. Greg, not Ryan, my bad. Yeah, no, you good. You good.
Jonathan Majors was the star of the show, and the post-credit scenes, oh my God, there was so much to break down, there was so much to speculate. You were going to be hyped.
You see this dude, man, he got ants in his pants. Oh, I would run it back, but my man was dancing about that.
The rest of what Marvel has on the way, because again, this movie, you got to go into this movie viewing it as episode 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna end him real quick. Not in him, but I'm going to end this one. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what let's see, because I know E-Man did a short review. So let's go to E-Man's channel real quick. I think he did a short. And I know he's a Jonathan Majors fan, so there's nothing that surprises me about if he likes this movie or not. Okay. Let's go to the...
What's up, everybody? It's me, E-Man from E-Man's Movie Reviews. Just walked out of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Let's see, initial reaction, I will have to say this was weird. It was very, very weird. Couple chuckles, you know what I'm saying? Like you laugh ha at a couple things, but sometimes it does go a little too far with some things.
You know what I like about E-Man? E-Man is not afraid. Like, of course, he can't review it because of the embargo. But if you just because I literally spent 2.5 hours talking to this man, and I'm a visual person, visual cues. When you like, it's not all that funny. Like, it's not, you shouldn't be telling those jokes. And again, you know, sometimes you have the wrong characters making jokes, and they need to go back to people being straight men and people in the jokester. They got to go back to that formula. Let's see. I'm interested to see what Angry Joe thinks and Tyrone Magnum. Angry Joe, I used to watch his channel, but I'm not really a huge fan of Angry Joe like that. I'm not gonna sit up. I'm gonna be honest. I'm nothing against the guy, but I can't listen to people hollering and scream all day. So that's just me though. But I mean, he does make excellent content and he's been on YouTube forever. That's just he's not my cup of tea. Put him on like that.
Best thing absolutely is Kang the Conqueror. Oh my gosh, Jonathan Majors crushes it. I had probably the best time with Kang. Of course, come on now, Kang gang in this beast. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's all right. You know, it's not.
See, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's nothing that E-Man cannot tell me that I can't read for myself. You know, it's all right. It's cool. It's good. It's not great. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, with Sue saying this is like episode 1, this is just the beginning. So he's like, you know what I'm saying? What do you got more? And again, I know how I just got this thing that I know E-Man is like, you gotta give me something better. And especially after coming out, Wakanda Forever was the last MCU movie. You gotta give me something. You gotta give me a little better than this. Come on now, give me a little better than this. So that's probably why he said it like that.
I don't know if the curse of Phase 4 is really over yet with Marvel, so they might still have some work to do. But outside of that, like, it's fine. I mean, it's an Ant-Man movie.
see, that's all I gotta hear. See, E-Man is hilarious. E-Man is hilarious. Okay, let's go to old Grace Randolph. Let's go to old Grace. Beyond the trailer. I just want to play a little bit of what she says because again, you know, her thumbnails be giving it away too. Because if she likes something, her thumbnail is right up there.
In this quick video, I'm going to show you the
really
brand
care.
new Unison MIDI drum pack.
No,
So
I don't
inside
care.
the pack, you're going to get over 1,700 drag and drop.
Oh God, I don't.
I
care.
have just seen Marvel's Quantumania, and the social media embargo has lifted, which means it's time for a business discussion. I can't tell you if I personally liked or disliked the movie until the review embargo lifts on February 14th. But let me just say, there are good movies that fail and bad movies that succeed, but also
See, and literally all I got to do is play this part, and it automatically tell you what you felt. And you know, kind of like some dirt weed is probably mid. They smoking that mid, and with E-Man saying the curse of Phase 4 is not over, and with her just coming out saying there are good movies that fail and bad movies that succeed. What do you think, guys in the chat? Where do you think that this? Just listen to the last 3 people. I haven't even put up Warren Thompson's video just yet, but just reading that. What do you guys think in the chat? Is it a good movie that's gonna fail, or is it a bad movie that will succeed? Make sure that you guys put that in the chat. I think I'm going to play Warren's real quick. I'm gonna let her finish her thought because that's not fair that I listen to E-Man or whatever and didn't listen to her. So let's listen to her. Let's give her time real quick.
bad movies that fail and good movies that succeed. And that's a lot what Kang sounds like throughout this whole film. However, I can tell you for sure that there are 2 amazing end credit scenes with this movie. They really mean something. One of them, so there's like a mid credit scene and then there's one at the very, 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 very end. You know, usually like lately we wait and we wait and we wait and there's nothing. But this time there's something.
And more people, honestly, let's be honest with you. This is not the first time that an Ant-Man movie, which kind of sucks. I love Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's a Kansas City, and anyway, go Chiefs. You already know it's Super Bowl week, so go Chiefs. They give a I love Paul Rudd. Absolutely love that dude, man. He's an excellent actor. I've been watching his career for a long time, and with these Ant-Man movies, they're kind of like setup movies. Ant-Man 1 was a setup for him to be in Civil War. Ant-Man 2 if it wasn't for him going to the quantum realm and Janet and Hope and Hank getting dusted, you know what I mean? You don't have him come back in Endgame. And it just seems like he's the setup movie. Which kind of sucks because I think I think he's amazing as Scott Lang's Ant-Man. I really do. I mean, I think he doesn't get the credit that he deserves for these movies. These movies has actually not been bad. You know what I'm saying? Like Thor Love and Thunder was not great. It was not great. It was literally okay. It was a few laughs. It was a lot of annoying, stupid stuff that just didn't connect. And even though the heart of the story is good, it's two stories put together. It's two comic book stories. Of course, the Gore God Butcher story and Thor, the Mighty Thor storyline that they smashed together. Here, I never see them talk about there's the two Ant-Man stories that are squashed together because these are Scott Lang's Ant-Man stories and not Hank Pym. So I never hear the comic book side being questioned or anything. But in every one of these, we've always hear about the end credit scene. We never hear about how good the actual movie is for real, for real. They're like, oh my God, the end credit scene. Well, what about the movie? End credit. So I don't know. I'm gonna let her finish a little bit, and then we're gonna go to one more.
I love the final end credit scene. I was like, oh, that makes me so happy. The other one I think is kind of ridiculous, but still very important. And I'm curious to see how people react to it. I thought it was a little bit too silly, super silly. But, but it was so important, you couldn't dismiss it because it's just so important. But let's get down to business. Your burning questions answered. Question number 1. How does this stack up to the first two Ant-Man movies? I'd say it's definitely much better and certainly more of a movie. You know what I'm talking about. How many Ant-Man defenders are there? I'm sure I'll hear from them in the comments down below. I'll never forget myself how the Ant-Man and the Wasp did not deliver on its amazing trailer because all the amazing parts of the movie were in the trailer. But here...
Oops. Sorry. Oh, God. I don't want to go to my video. Jeez. That was my bad, y'all.
I have just seen Marvel's
Let me kind of get her
so
back.
Important. But let's get down to business. Your burning questions answered.
Hold on.
Question number 1. Deliver on its amazing trailer because all the amazing parts of the movie were in the trailer. But here, I mean, unless you've watched every single clip they've released, right? I told you, don't do that. You haven't seen a lot of the movie. I felt there were a lot of surprises. Do I owe Peyton Reed an apology? Well, I can't say that without reviewing the film. So we'll talk about that on February 14th. But I will say that this is certainly the most cinematic I've ever seen him. So I at least owe him a bro nod. Like, you do you. You do you, Peyton.
And I know that she's been very critical on Peyton Reed and his just the versions or the movies of the Ant-Man movies. I know she's been very, very, very critical that they don't feel like real movies. They don't feel like blockbusters. Of course, this is a February movie. This is coming after Valentine's Day, President's Day or somebody's birthday. I don't know. But will it be a box? What would the box office look like? And that's the thing. If this is what I feel that it's going to happen, there's going to be if a lot of people don't like this movie just as a movie by itself, this is going to make it harder, a lot harder for the non-Spider-Man, the non-Avengers movies to kind of get off the ground running. Anything that comes after this, unless, like I said, Jonathan Majors is trending on Twitter. So he must be so amazing that you just go into the movie for Jonathan Majors, which Jonathan Majors is amazing, amazing, amazing actor. Amazing. So if we're going in there for Jonathan Majors, I believe that this is a win. Let me just say that I believe that that's a win. Everyone that I've seen, like I said, that I've seen talk about this before I even put this up, talks about Jonathan Majors' performance as the highlight of the film. So to me, that is a win. For one, that's a win for Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is a huge superstar in the making in Hollywood. But I feel like this is going to be a hard trip if this doesn't succeed in a way to get everybody's trust back in the MCU, especially after Phase 4. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take it's just an Ant-Man movie. It's an Ant-Man movie over what I seen the last two films, which is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever and Thor: Love and Thunder. And I'm just being very honest with you. From what I heard, he's scary for Kang. Everyone has said it though. Like, yeah. Everyone has said that Kang is the man in the movie. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Jonathan Majors' performance in this film. Give me just a second. I'm gonna get to your I know Blues House is in the house. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe to these channels that be coming hanging with me early in the morning. Kane Gang, what up, Mac? What up with it, Blues? Man, I wish you was hanging with me last night. I did a live last night. I wish you was hanging with me then. All right, let's watch The Cosmic Wonder, and then we're gonna wrap it up. And I'm going to kind of give again. I'm going to go see the movie when it drops. Again, this is what I do. So if you don't know how I do my movies, I literally go the day of that it drops, like early, like whatever the earliest time I can get before I go to work. I do the video in my car, and we go from there. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you guys will check out when I do my video on it. All right, give me a second. I'm about to play Warren Thompson for The Cosmic Wonder. Let's see what he says about it. I've already seen this video. I'm not even gonna hold you. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on what you're seeing. Just pay attention. Just pay attention to these guys. The people that's with them. I don't know who those guys are, but just pay attention to their reaction because it's a little funny. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Just got out of watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Right there, fresh out of the theater. And what did everybody think of it? We'll start with Whitney.
Wow, so there was a lot, and that 2 hours plus just flies by, and it's evenly paced. But God, I'm so excited, I'm fumbling my words. This is a movie you're gonna have to see multiple times.
I thought the movie was great. I love the action. I love the CGI. It seems like Marvel bumped up their game a little bit with the CGI.
No,
Jonathan Majors.
See, everybody's talking about Jonathan Majors. Everybody's talking about Jonathan. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know if the general audience will see it because of the state of the world money situation. Never know. The next time you do a live, that hit me up. YouTube don't notify people for real, and it really don't. It don't. But yeah, next time I got a free afternoon, then I got you. Trust me, I got you. We're gonna get together and get to yapping. But everybody's talking about Jonathan. Jonathan's the man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about how good Jonathan Majors is on this movie. So if you don't see it, just see it for Jonathan. I believe I will most definitely support that and the new Creed movie, even though I haven't seen any of the other ones. Not even gonna hold you.
He's amazing.
He's hot.
Oh, this lady here is about to lose her. I mean, lose everything she got. You just look at her face. You see that? He's even pointing out. She's about to lose her man.
He is absolutely like, I don't care if he's evil. He is so hot.
She gonna try to jump through the screen on the man. Look at her. Woo!
I can fix him. I can fix him.
Look, she can't even contain herself. Ooh, jeez, no, nasty self. Go ahead, girl.
But no, the movie CGI was stunning. They really went all out in creating the quantum realm.
And that's again, I believe that's a win for Marvel Disney because some of the CGI has been trash. She-Hulk there were certain parts of She-Hulk that were bad. And for them to get this win, again, are they making these movies where they're gaining the trust of the fans back? That's my question. Are they gaining the trust of the fans back?
The story like a little bit underwhelming,
but you see that? That's why I said I always pay attention to certain things. Because she said the story is a little bit other. She was probably too busy looking at Kang thing to even pay attention to what was going on. That's what I'm thinking. She was looking at that Kang thing. It was like, what story? Oh, there's something going on. There's actually a plot here. I was a little busy looking at Kang thing. This is gonna be one of my shorts. Kang thing. I'm gonna hashtag that. She was looking at that Kang thing.
I like the pacing, and I love what they, I love Scott Lang, so I love the family of Ant and Wasp.
Yeah. It's hard not to love Ant-Man. It really is hard not to love Ant-Man.
I mean, Baskin Robbins. They know.
They know what's going on. There's a lot of amazing scenes in it. Yeah. It is really big. This isn't a review, so we're not going to say it, but I really, really enjoyed the movie. It was exciting.
But see, I don't believe it. See, this is the only thing because he can't say anything because the embargo hasn't lifted. But man, he be lying. This man here, this man, that's my guy. I mean, I ain't gonna say you're a liar, but he fibbed really hard when he told me that Venom, he liked Venom. That's what it is. He fibbed on me. Let me see. I think people will see it once, but that's it. I seen Thor: Love and Thunder more than once. I seen Black Panther: Wakanda Forever more than because I seen it and then I seen it again. So I don't know. I don't see Derpy. What I don't perceive is what others will think about something without me watching it myself and thinking what I see it. So I'm the type of person that I'm optimistic. I will always give something a chance first before I get into will I see this again, because I have to see it for myself. And once I do see it for myself, then I'm like, oh yeah, I can see people going back and watching this again, especially everybody trying to look for that Kang thing. I see her. She want that. You guess she does, Divine. My man Divine tried to put out. She want that Kang thing. So I'm with her. He's the only reason why I'm seeing it. Just nasty. Y'all just gross and disgusting. No, I'm just playing. Marvel is suffering from the lack of competition. I hope DC can get it off the ground because we win if Marvel has to step the game up. Absolutely, if both companies step their game up, the fans absolutely win. Let's wrap this up here.
Exciting. I will say post-credit scenes had me jump out of my seat. And I think that's what everyone's going to be talking about after the movie is the post-credit scenes. But
that's still a shame that everybody we've heard the post-credit scene is the Jonathan Majors post-credit scene. It makes me feel bad, like I said, for Paul Rudd, but the post-credit scene, Jonathan Majors. That's all you've heard.
Yeah,
no spoilers
so
here.
until the very, very end.
Wait, you have to see the post-credit scenes. Do not go to the bathroom. Hold it. You won't be disappointed with this movie. You will not be disappointed with post-credits.
So, Kang is so hot.
see, there you go again. Nasty self. Just want that Kang thing. I see you, nasty lady.
Jonathan Majors for me stole the show. I mean, Paul Rudd, of course. Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd. So
Pfeiffer.
you can't really steal it from
Michelle
him.
Pfeiffer. Oh, yeah.
They're all really good.
Michael
Everyone's
Douglas. You
just
can't
really
go wrong
good.
with Michael Douglas and
The full
Michelle Pfeiffer.
No.
And it's funny because you can tell at one point that this was actually filmed before Creed 3, so
Right.
Jonathan Majors was jacked. There was a moment where you're like, oh, that's left over from his training.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure. What I will
He
say,
was both in Lovecraft Country, okay?
So-
Watch the show.
Hey, he wasn't that big in Lovecraft Country. He's super. He wasn't even that big in what was the Western that came out on Netflix? He wasn't that big in that. He's jacked now. He's looking like he could take on Ben Diesel and The Rock at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, that dude is jacked right now. So, what did he say? He said this dude say every movie is good. Yeah, man, he got me on Morbius. He got me on Morbius. Like, dude, I went into Morbius and went straight to sleep. It was god awful. She wilding over because she want that cane thing. That's what she trying to get some of that cane thing. Look, Ant-Man movies are filler movies, almost like glorified Disney Plus movies, and that's what's being said. The Super said this is like episode 1 of a series. So, and I really hate, like I said, I hate that for Paul Rudd, because I think he is better than what people give him credit for. The Harder They Fall. Yeah, The Harder They Fall is one of my, and I'm a type of person that love westerns. 310 and Yuma, Tombstone, Wild Earp. I like westerns. That's one of my favorite westerns of all time. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? And that's on the level of Tombstone. Tombstone is boy, y'all don't, boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Morbius wasn't a Batman. Man, Morbius gave me a nap. That's what Morbius did. Morbius was nap time for me, and I took a great old nap. That movie is stupid. That movie is stupid. Post-credit scene, even stupider. Just dumb. Tombstone is best. Tombstone is one of my favorite westerns of all. Well, actually, let me see. The Harder They Fall, Tombstone, 310 Yuma, 310 and Yuma, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Man, I'm trying to think of another one. Actually, The Magnificent Seven, the original and the remake is not bad. But I'm a Western guy, so I like Westerns. They say Ant-Man movies are fillers, but they are some of the most important movies if you think about it. And yes, you are absolutely correct. I made the point to say that Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man movie set up for him being in Civil War. The second Ant-Man movie set up for him to be the catalyst of Infinity War. And this movie is kicking off the multiverse saga. And because we see in maybe I'm being optimistic, because we seen the Disney cruise. If you haven't seen that video that I posted up, watch that video. The Disney cruise showing a variant T'Challa coming back. I still have hope that we can get a T'Challa. Remember, a variant T'Challa is the same T'Challa, just from another timeline, another universe. So we can still have a hope to get a T'Challa in the MCU. So if they could be able to bring the multiverse, they could be able to do Battle World, they'll be able to bring up the Beyonders, all of that. I'm for it. So they can destroy the 616 or rebuild it back into their image with the X-Men, the real Black Panther, the whole nine. I still have hope that they can fix this. I still ain't seen the second act of Morbius. I try to watch it 10 times. Man, that movie is just boring. That's just me. It's boring. Good God Almighty, is boring. It's not, like I said, Matt Smith, he's the greatest thing about that. He's the greatest thing about that movie. Other than that, nah. And I love me some Matt Smith, especially if you ain't seen House of the Dragon. Love me some Matt Smith. But let me play the little bit rest of this lady. This lady is over here feeding for some cane thing. Let me play the rest of this, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Beautiful. Like, there's nothing, like, I seriously can't do the wrong. I don't
Look at her smile. She ain't stopped smiling. I bet. Oh my God! I bet she's on Twitter. Boy, it's gonna be some action tonight.
care. I don't care.
They
I don't care what the
they
comments.
cast perfect for him. I will say that. It's a perfect casting, absolutely perfect. He is Kang,
Many layers.
and all of his variants that are him, he reigns, whatever. It's perfect. He was perfect as Kang, and this movie was just pretty awesome and a really, really fun ride.
Yeah.
Can't wait for everybody to watch it.
Direction great.
And this
Oh,
quick video.
okay, we don't care about that video. All right, let's stop sharing this. Okay, what did you think about some of the critics and what they had to say about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? I will put the tag the individual critics that I put in this video that I saw, give them credit on there. Let me get to somebody's comment. What you say? He said, bro, she wants to be on the council of Kang. Yeah, she wants some council of Kang, all right. She want to be in that chair. she want to be in that timetable chair, and I don't think she want to go back in time. She's lusting. But yeah, so again, what did you guys think of this this movie? What did you guys think about what a lot of the critics had to say? Make sure that you guys like your put it in the comment section. Kang thing, hashtag Kang thing. That's what she was trying to get, some of the Kang thing. But make sure you guys are checking out the channel. I will on tomorrow I'm going to do let me take that back. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually, because I'm getting ready for Transformers Rise of the Beast, I'm gonna go over my thoughts on the Headmasters G1. That's gonna be the start, and then I'm gonna do Super God Master Force, and then once I'm done with Transformers Victory G1 Japanese Transformers, the third edition to their series, I'm going to do a review on that. But tomorrow I'm going to do a review on the Headmasters. If you have not seen the Headmasters, the G1 continuation from the Japanese version, make sure to check this out. I think it's going to be really fun or whatever. Make sure again that you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace and vibe higher. Super Bowl week. Let's go Chiefs. Let's go Eagles. But most definitely, let's go Chiefs. Let's get this dude, baby. If you came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking around for the entirety of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little more personal with me, hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, or any of the social medias that you see below you. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.